But I hear what you're saying, but I'm not sponsoring my parents' trip. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Evita.
And I'm Ambrose.
And you're on episode 8 of I Hear What You're Saying, but on this episode, we are going to do Am I the A-hole? So we're on Reddit and we have a story to read.
All right, so this is from an unidentified user posted a few hours ago. I'm going to dive right into this. My mother-in-law lives in another state and is planning a trip to Arizona in April and wants to stop on her way for a couple days to visit us. Our house is too small for her to stay with us, and since she isn't paying for the trip she's going on, I said to my husband that she should pay for her hotel if she's going to visit. The last time we got together was when we made the trip to see her for 2 weeks, and it was a pretty expensive trip to take. We don't have any extra income right now, and that is another pressure as to why I don't want us going beyond our means to pay for her stay. I get the vibe from my husband that I'm a jerk for suggesting that she pay for herself, but I really don't feel like it's off base with our current situation. And she wants to know, would she be considered the a-hole because she told her husband we shouldn't pay for her mother-in-law's hotel when she came to visit because they don't have any extra income?
I don't think she would be the a-hole if they didn't pay. Like, why do they have to pay for her visit? I mean, for her hotel. If someone was already paying for the trip, why would they have to pay for her? Now, did they already have the discussion? Like, yeah, we'll pay for your hotel when you come to visit. Like, what?
There's a lot of facts missing, and I guess that would have been a good question to ask. If they are, who paid for the original trip? Like, if they're already sponsoring the trip for her, I don't think they should have to, pay for her hotel. But at the same time, man, that's your mom.
Right. I guess.
That's a tough way to look at it, but it depends on everybody's financial situation. It already says that they are in some tough financial situation. So I wonder what the mom is like. Is she like well off and just traveling, or is she, living on a fixed income? So I think that makes a big difference as well.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm not sponsoring my parents' trip. I'm not.
It's a weird question for us because neither one of us have a living mother, so it's kind of hard to even.
And I lost my mother when I was 15, so it's hard for me to be like, yeah, go ahead and pay for her trip. In my eyes, I'm just thinking like, no, don't pay for her trip, or don't pay for her hotel stay, or wherever she's trying to get, Airbnb, whatever it may be. No, you don't need to pay for it. She needs to make other arrangements, because if you guys said that, hey, our house isn't big enough for you to stay here, then she needs to make other arrangements, and she needs to pay for them herself.
I hear what you're saying, but that's my Dukes, man. You can't just. It's a two-sided story, I guess, a double-edged sword. I think that I had a good relationship with my mom.
No, I don't care if it's Mama Dukes. No, I'm not. Unless they already told her, yes, we will pay for wherever you need to stay. They shouldn't expect her to. She shouldn't expect them to pay for it. But this could be a different country where when the kids get older, they're expected to take care of their parents.
That's true too, because most of these are over in the UK.
Yeah.
So, but we don't really have people come visit us too much anyway.
Nobody comes to visit us. Yeah. No one likes us, you guys. Give us thumbs up and let us know that you like us.
That first summer though, we had a packed house.
Right. When the kids were younger, now that they're older.
Yeah, when you could pile 6 kids up in a little bedroom, it was a little bit different.
Now it's don't come in my room. No, nobody can stay in my room. Girl, you don't pay no rent.
Exactly.
But we getting off topic. But go ahead. I mean, you think that you should, even if it was my dad, my dad wouldn't have even like tooted his lips up to say that. Like, some parents think that they're owed things from their children because they raised them. Number one, you brought your kids into this world. They didn't ask to be here. I'm not saying that you owe the kids anything either, but the kids don't owe you nothing.
That's true. But that's my Dukes.
Boy, but that's your only argument.
Pretty much. That's really.
No. Now, here's the thing. Now, if my father, because of course he was with us longer than my mother was, if my father would have said, oh, I don't have any food in the house, can you guys give me some food? And yes, that's a different situation. But she got a whole trip paid by someone, I'm assuming.
Yeah, she do.
And now you want somebody to pay for your hotel too? No, ma'am.
Ma got a sponsor on this
Right,
one. It
no,
sounds like somebody already, Mr. Clarence already hit her off with a few
she
bucks
better
to
go
cut.
find old dude with the socks and church slippers or whatever they call it, the sandals. No, I won't. No, she better go and find her old head.
She do. Mr. Clarence paid for the trip.
I don't know who paid for it, but I ain't paying for the hotel.
Now, see. Now, what if she come and you can dump the kids off on her? We can go somewhere. That's the key. Let her come. We give her the kids, and we go out and do us.
No, because she already got... How many days did it say that she was going to be
Just two.
there?
2 days.
No, she don't need to stay. I ain't got nothing wrong with it, but it's just bizarre that you expect somebody to sponsor your life now that your kids are older and they have their own life. Like, did you do this for your parents?
I don't think the mom asked for it.
I feel like she's expecting it. And that's why the husband got upset.
That was the wife that was upset. It's the husband's mom.
Right. The husband was upset that it says, my husband says that I'm a jerk for suggesting that she pay for it herself. No, you're not a jerk. No. You're not an a-hole. The mama can't pay for it herself. What expenses she got?
We don't know. She might be on the fixed income. She is on
well,
trip,
she need to save up. She need to budget. I don't care. Maybe I sound harsh. Let me know in the comments down below if I sound harsh. I mean, I just don't. I'm not.
AITA is a meanie.
I'm not. I just don't think so. Like, I don't know if it's because I lost my mother when I was 15, and I didn't get to experience her as an adult, or while I was in relationships, or while I'm married to you. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
From what I hear about the way you were raised and how you told me your mom is, I don't think you would have hesitated to pay, because she'd have told you paying.
No, she wasn't that. She was more, she was strict and religious. No, she wouldn't. My mama never took money from us, even though I was young, but I don't remember her taking no money. Same as for my dad, he wouldn't take no money. I remember when my dad had got sick, but we didn't know, and he didn't have no food. And remember, I was ready to just, use a credit card. I don't know if you remember, but I remember it. But I was ready to use a credit card just to go shopping for him. But then my brother ended up going shopping for him. Now, guess what? That's a different situation. I already said this, but that's a different situation. I don't want my dad to go hungry. She'll be all right if she don't stay in a hotel. She'll be all right if she don't take that trip. Don't take a refund. Get whoever paid for it, let them get a refund. No.
I'm putting you on the couch.
Okay.
Matter of fact, you on the floor, I'm on the couch, and mama get the bed.
Where they do that at? I would have those papers ready. You can marry your mama. Where they do that at?
I already signed them.
Oh, child. Good. Where they at? We're going to give them to my lawyer. I wish you would. I wish you would. I'm doing that little get a girl clap, y'all. I wish you would.
It's not a stretch.
Don't say ouch like I be abusing you or something.
Shh. You just switch personalities that quick. See? I told y'all there was more than one person in there.
So, if one of the kids, this is a different situation, someone paid for one of their trips somewhere, and we were like empty nesters, and they're like, oh, Mom, I need to stay with you, and we were like in a 1-bedroom or something, are you going to let them?
I'm not letting them stay or paying for no hotel, man. I already did enough for these kids already.
Right. I was about to say, or are you going to pay for their hotel?
FTK.
You're so trifling. I had to think. I'm like, wait a minute, what? No, so it's the same situation. Just because it's your mama doesn't mean anything.
It does. That carries more like a parent. That carries more leverage than just say a friend coming. Like if a friend was coming.
I don't know. I most definitely ain't paying for no hotel. I ain't balling. Like she said in the am I the a-hole? She ain't balling.
I mean, it depends on the financial situation, the cost of the hotel. Like, yeah, if I got a friend in an emergency that need a hotel for a couple nights, yeah, I'm not gonna go broke paying for a hotel for a couple nights by any means. But at the same time, what are you doing irresponsibly with your money that puts you in that situation? Like, I'm not gonna be used as a fool.
What's that Bugs Bunny meme when he's like, no, that's me.
It's because you're mean.
I'm not mean. I'm just not taking care of adults. His mother should have budgeted her money better. Somebody already paid for your trip. Where's the rest of your money? No, I don't care. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can go. Y'all can come. Go. I don't care. Y'all can go in on me in the comments. I don't care. It just does not make sense. Why? Well, here's the thing. I need more details of this story simply because it's not enough details.
Probably should have read through the comments first and got all those.
We should have. Let's see what other people are saying in the comments because They're probably saying the same thing that I'm saying.
Not the a-hole, so long as this applies to any family visitors on either side. That's a good point, because what if the roles are reversed and it was her mother? No, I'm saying in their situation, if the roles are reversed and it was her mother that needed, would her opinion still be the same? Like, she might have a bad relationship with her mother-in-law. But
right. For me, it's gonna be no for both.
She did respond and say for sure, though. So I guess she is that way universally. It looked like everybody taking your side.
Yeah, like, why would I have to?
I ain't calling her an a-hole, but...
Yep, somebody just said, not the a-hole. Your mother-in-law is the one who wants to visit. She can pay for her hotel, especially for a couple of nights. Period. Period. Yes.
You still mean, though. Like, that don't change
so
nothing.
I guess everybody else is mean, too?
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Mean England people. They're probably...
Somebody said, y'all shouldn't be paying any part of her trip. That's weird that he thinks you're a jerk. Y'all can't afford it. If mom can't either, then she doesn't visit now. You know, it's that simple. Sometimes we don't get to do the things we want when we want. Period. That part. Okay. They saying everything I done said. Somebody already paid for your trip. Now you want somebody to pay for your what is it called?
Okay, so now I'm getting a little bit more information on it, and now I can change my opinion. So someone asked, "Are you and your husband paying for her trip?" And her response was, "Not this trip, we aren't. Another family member is. However, we do help her a lot financially and have paid for plane tickets, etc. in the past, even though we are on a tight budget. To clarify, I wouldn't be against it if we were in a safer place financially and had money to spare, but unfortunately, we're not at this moment." All right, so I understand a little bit better now. Like I said, we needed to go into the comments to get more clarification on the subject, and luckily, you're not wrong this time.
I'm never wrong, baby. Get it right.
This is a big change. I know this is a point in our relationship where you don't understand quite where to go because, you know, you're right for the first time.
Bye, Ambrose. I'm always right.
Tell us how you feel about being right.
Well, I would like to thank myself, number one,
narcissist,
for always being right.
Narcissist, toxic.
Don't be gaslighting me.
I don't know who taught y'all. I'm so mad that whoever taught y'all the words narcissist, toxic, and gaslighting, because that is all I hear nowadays.
He ain't talking about me. He's talking about people in general.
Yeah, not her. She can't use them big words. She from the South Side.
Anyways, so again, it looks like the mother is used to people like taking care of her.
Yeah,
that's what it seems like. She's a freeloader.
I wouldn't call her a freeloader. She's just being catered to right now.
I call a spade a spade. Granted, their mother's not, or his mother isn't going to be around forever, but don't take advantage of me.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know if she's trying to take advantage of him, but
I do.
Oh, wow. So, another comment. When you visited your mother-in-law, did you stay with her? Did she pay for anything? And the original poster said, "No, we paid for our own flights, vacation, rental car, etc. when we went to visit."
Oh, and that was for 2 weeks?
Sheesh. Yeah. So, I guess I get it. Mom need to have a couple. You feel so happy that you right.
I know.
Mom need to have a couple. She got to go upstairs and pull that shoebox out with them rolls of quarters. I know she got some. Get them rolls of quarters out and go on ahead and get that hotel room paid for and not impose on these nice people.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I wonder. I really want to know: is she
somebody?
One person, and guess 3 minuses.
So one person said, "You are the a-hole for some of your reasoning and how you express your monetary concern to your husband. The first reason you gave for the statement is since mother-in-law isn't paying for her trip, she should pay for her stop in your town. There's no logic for that statement and seems petty. If you live in a 1-bedroom or less house and you don't have a couch for her to sleep on, you could easily have guided your husband to 1, the conclusion that mom has to stay in a hotel. Then, I'm sorry, I misread that. If you live in a 1-bedroom or less house and don't have a couch for her to sleep on, you could easily have guided your husband to 1. The conclusion that mom has to stay in a hotel. What?
Yeah, I'm confused too.
Then you could have simply told him you're concerned about how much that will impact your budget. In the end, this is his mom, and how you seem to have approached it does come across rude. So basically, this person was going by the motto of being united in front of people and then correcting in private, which in a lot of cases is applicable. Married couples should always show a united front. Especially like with kids. One thing that I couldn't stand when the kids were younger, if I would yell at the kids and you would, try to baby them and
I
take their
don't
side.
baby. I don't.
What?
No, I don't baby. I don't baby. I comfort them.
She comforts
when he
them.
disciplined them, it hurts my heart. And then I would comfort them and say, buddy, you shouldn't have done that. So this is why you were disciplined.
But here's the thing, though. I would be disciplining them at her instruction.
You're welcome.
She weaponized me.
Because you're a mean person and I'm not.
Who's the mean person?
I'm not.
You tried to do the good cop, bad cop.
I'm always the good cop.
That's okay. Because you still going in the same nursing home they put me in.
Whatever, no. No, I ain't going to no nursing home. I'm be 89 living on my own. With 13 pit bulls, just in case somebody tries something.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a little sip of cognac after that comment.
Whatever, crazy child. So, again, that one person that says yes to A-ho, it's literally one person, and they got 3 down votes. No.
At least somebody,
You can see who are mama boys. Ambrose was mama's boy. And
at least somebody's representing the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, I mean, people are entitled to their opinion.
Healthy dialogue.
Yeah. People are entitled to their opinion. I mean, people post their problems on here for opinions.
Other people's judgment, basically.
Yeah, so
let us know in the comments if you like when we cover these type of stories and articles. I personally have an addiction. I had got over it for a while, but I'm back on it. I'm scrolling this forum at least once a day just for laughs. And it really helps me appreciate my family, my upbringing, because some of the stuff that goes on in here between siblings, I'm like, I could never imagine beefing with my sister over an inheritance or something of that nature. We're just too close for anything like that to divide us. So, but let us know in the comments, what you guys think about this, and if you want to hear us cover more Reddit stories moving forward.
And give us a thumbs up. But I remember when my mom died, and I was 15, I've said that already, but Adelina and Sally sort of got into it about the mom's will. And I mean, but they were young.
Yeah.
Well, not mom, but Adelina was 21, I think, and Sally had to be 19 or 20, so they ain't know no better. It was sort of, and I remember crying about it because they were arguing. I was like, why are you guys arguing over money and mom is gone?
Stuff like that brings out the ugly in people, especially when you find yourself as a caregiver. It definitely makes situations kind of tough. When we still lived in Ohio, I was a major caregiver for my parents. I did a lot for them, going over there weekly to take out the trash and helping them with other store runs and everything like that. We kind of tag teamed it. But now that I'm here, 8 hours away, it kind of falls on my sister and my nephew to take care of it. So I would totally understand, regardless of how things go moving forward, I would totally understand whatever her decision would be, or my dad's decision would be with the inheritance. I don't look to profit off of any of that. So just hearing the way people argue over that type of stuff
makes me sick.
Yeah. Like, family is supposed to be, I look at my sister like that's all I got. My sister's my best friend. Even though we don't talk very much, we, text here and there and keep in touch on social media, but that's my best friend. That's the best person I know. So it's kind of like,
I would never be upset if someone didn't leave something to me, or leave something for me in their will. Like, okay, that's what they saw fit. What do we need to go to court for?
But that's a cultural thing though, because typically, like, one of the biggest inheritance things you can have is real estate. So a lot of people inherit houses and property and land, and because we weren't allowed to own good property and go own good land, we weren't able to pass that down. So I think that's where the big difference is. For other cultures, an inheritance is going to mean like life-changing amounts of money. Right. For us, it's going to be, $500-$600 or something like that. Right. It's just a big difference. So I kind of understand it from that aspect.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like so nonchalant. I just like, they didn't leave me nothing. That's so be it. I don't care.
It's not if you're looking to profit off of somebody's death, man, it's a little bit something wrong with you.
I had an uncle like that. When mom died, we was all mom at the end wanted everyone to be surrounded by her, basically. So we were all in a hospital room, and I remember writing about this in high school in my English class. But we were all surrounded around her, and there was an uncle in there, and he got upset. Like, he said that mom was supposed to leave him the car and stuff. Like, he was upset that he wasn't in the will, but never did anything for my mother. It was so bizarre. Like, why would she leave it to you and not to her children? So the car was left to Sally, money was left to me and Shanique. I don't know what Adelina. I'm just saying all their names.
Right. They're about to sue you.
Whatever. All right. Well, you guys, I am just rambling. That is all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you all in our next one. Bye.
See ya.